So this is Captain E3E once again with an aircraft special review, this time on the Donnell Douglas DC10, and the worstest year the DC10 had ever experienced since the first plane went into service in 1970. This three-engine trijet would be involved in some of the worstest accidents in aviation history. One accident that involved an American Airlines DC-10 that departed from Detroit's Wayne County International Airport on its way to Montreal, Canada, experienced an explosion as seen on this Donnell DC10. The explosion happened right here. It caused the aircraft to suffer an explosive decompression of the aircraft, which sucked out a gasket, but the aircraft returned to Detroit Wayne County International Airport. There were no injuries. 1973, a Turkish Airlines Donnell Douglas DC10, just like this one, was involved in a fatal accident. I'll give you a close-up. This is where it happened, right here. The main cargo door ripped off, and at least about 3 rows of seats, starting right there, were sucked out, taking 3 passengers down with it, and just shortly after departing from Paris or Orly on its way to London, the DC-10 had crashed and killed everybody on board. And then in another case in Chicago in 1979, American Airlines DC-10 that was departing from Chicago that was departing from Chicago O'Hare to San Jose, California, had its engine ripped off as the aircraft was taken off, and it veered to the left, went down, and crashed into a residential section of Chicago. Everybody on board that DC-10 had perished, and 6 people on the ground as well. 1989, an explosion in the DC-10's tail engine on United Airlines Flight 191 that was on its way from Denver to Philadelphia had suffered an explosion located in the tail, that a huge fan blade from the DC-10's engine was found in a farmer's field, and of the passengers on board, only 437 were killed, and among those that were on board, most of them were children, because the head purser had told one of the passengers to place their child onto the floor of the aircraft, and the child went flying after the DC-10 had crashed at Sioux City in Sioux City, Iowa in 1989. And it was a tragedy that United Captain Al Haynes, that was piloting United Airlines Flight 191, it was a landing that was caught on tape, but it turned out to be a failed landing. When the aircraft had landed, it was coming too fast, and starting here in the fuselage, going from the cockpit right over here down towards first class, had ripped off, and three sections of the DC-10 had ripped off as well, sending baggage and passengers with it as well. There were passengers that were trapped. One part of the airframe was inverted upside down, and rescuers had to go in and rescue the survivors. Captain Al Haynes, Denny Finch, and the first officer was pulled from the fuselage, well, from the cockpit, and even though that Al Haynes had suffered some broken bones, it was a landing that was very unfortunate. The last DC-10 to be retired from active use was with Bangladesh Airlines, and that was in 2013. It was a Bangladesh DC-10 that departed from Manchester on its way back to Bangladesh, landed, and that was the last DC-10 commercial flight. Now today, the DC-10 is still in service with Federal Express hauling parcels. And many of these planes right here has since been retired and has since been broken up, turned into scrap metal. And that's it for this aircraft special review on the McDonnell Douglas DC-10. I just would like to say thank you very much for watching this video, and leave your comments down below, and you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you around.